What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bryce, and today I'm reading chapter 43 of the Parker Inheritance. Let's begin. Chapter 43. Candace texted Tori, "Wake Brandon up now. Tell him to check his email." She had already sent him a link to a biography of Leonhard Euler, an 18th century Swiss mathematician. Euler, pronounced Euler, who had an important number named after him, 2.71828. 10 minutes later, her mother's phone buzzed. It was Brandon. He wanted to meet right then. After a little back and forth, they decided to meet for breakfast at 6 o'clock that morning. While Candace waited, she tried to piece together the letter's secret message. She knew she had to sum up the numbers, so she added pi, 3.14159, and e, 2.71828, to yield 5.85987. That meant absolutely nothing. She read the letter again. It said, "Siobhan is the key, the one who will lead you to my fortune." The one, Candace thought. She added a 1 to the number, making it 6.85987. That didn't mean anything. She finally went back to bed and promptly overslept. Candace woke to find her mother shaking her. She quickly sat up. "What time is it?" "Time for you to watch." 7:45, her mother said. "Brandon's in the living room. He said that y'all were supposed to meet this morning. Do you want me to ask him to come back?" She jumped out of bed. "Tell him I'll be there in 5 minutes, okay?" Her mother nodded. You still have plenty of time to spend with Brandon, and we'll be coming back, Mom, I know." "This isn't about that," she said as she searched through her clothes for something to wear. "Then what's it about?" she asked. "His summer project." Candace was glad she had put the letter away before she'd fallen asleep. It remained safely tucked in one of the yearbooks. "I promise everything's okay. We're not up to anything devious." Her mother sighed. "I'll be in my office." Candace brushed her teeth and quickly changed into a t-shirt and shorts. She grabbed the yearbooks and her calculations, then ran to the living room. Brandon sat on the couch. He had placed her iPod on top of her library books on the coffee table. "Sorry I took so long," Candace said, out of breath. "It's okay." He scooted over so she could sit. "You found the missing piece of the code?" You found the missing piece of the code. That wasn't a question. That was excitement. Hadn't we seen a link to Euler before?" "We skipped right over it." "I know," she said, "but I'm still stuck. I've been trying to crack the code all night, and I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. It's just a bunch of numbers." She showed him the sheet with their calculations. "Maybe it leads to an address or a safety deposit box, or maybe," Candace eyed the grin forming on Brandon's face. "Oh my God, you figured it out, didn't you?" He broke into a toothy smile. "Solved it right before I walked over." He took her paper and placed it face down on the coffee table. "Let's start with the obvious. We have to add something up. That's why sum is there." Yeah, because sum is the answer to an addition problem. "What are you, a math teacher? Just tell me the answer." He shook his head. "Are you kidding? I've got to savor every chance I get like this." He paused. "Savor means just get on with it," she said, pushing him, but she was smiling as well. "Like I said, we have to add it all up first." He took a pen from his pocket and rewrote Candace's calculation. This is what it has. Pi plus e equals x. 3.14159 plus 2.71828 equals x. X equals 5.85987. "What about Siobhan?" Candace asked. "She's the one. I think we should add a 1. That's what I forgot at first too." That's what I forgot. That makes no sense. "That's what I thought at first too." Until I read the letter again, she opened the letter and he pointed to the same line she had struggled with earlier. Shimon is the key, the one who will lead you to my fortune. You know those games on the back of cereal boxes where the letters stand for numbers? What does every code need in order to be cracked? Candace slapped her hand over her mouth. A key, she mumbled. He started writing again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So if Shimon is the one, does S equal 1? Candace asked. I already tried that. It didn't work. He did a little hand dance. Candace had never seen him so giddy, but Shimon was also called Lil Dub. W, Candace said. Exactly. Brandon filled in the digits starting with W. A is 5. B is 6. C is 7. D is 8. And E is 9. W is 1. X is 2. Y is 3. And Z is 4. By now his fingers were flying, and so 5.8598 ADAED. It took a little while, he continued, but I finally figured out I had some extra numbers and letters there. He struck out the last 2 digits and letters. So the last 2 digits and letters he struck out was 9 and 8, so it'll just be 5.85. So that means the letters will just be ADA. Ada, he said. Ring a bell? Ada Marie Perkins. Ada Marie Perkins. The first principal of the school. She grabbed his arm. You think the fortune is the memorial room? Is in the memorial room? He nodded, or at least another clue. The school, the church. Parker had hidden clues in places he could control. Places where he donated money. It was totally logical for the next clue to be hidden in a memorial room. But the first and second clues led to E and pi, she said. The third clue told us to add them up. The key for the code was Shibon's name, she sighed. But we still haven't figured out the fourth clue. She loved all. Maybe it's a trick, Brennan said. Maybe we don't need it to find it. Maybe we don't need it to find the money. Parker could have just put it there to throw us off. I don't know. Most puzzles don't work that way. Candace spun the bracelet around her wrist. Had her grandmother gotten this fat, only to fail to figure out the fourth clue too. Got this far, not this fat. My bad. I thought that R was a T. My apologies. Well, unless you have other options, I still think we have to go back to the memorial room, he said. We need to check out the portrait of Ada Marie Perkins. She nodded. Think we could get Miss McMillan to meet us at the school this afternoon? Only one way to find out, and we'll need someone to distract her. Brennan looked at Candace. She looked back. Tori! And that was chapter 43. So tomorrow we'll be reading chapter 44, and that's about it. Peace out.